Florida's long-awaited budget slashes spending and stashes money for a rainy day. After weeks of political infighting and stalled negotiations, Florida lawmakers have finalized a $115.1 billion budget for the next fiscal year. A plan aimed at reining in what leaders call runaway state spending. Unveiled Friday, the new budget includes sweeping cuts to vacant state jobs, trims in state agency spending, and $750 million set aside for Florida's rainy day fund, all while still funding many of Governor Ron DeSantis' top priorities. We thought this day would never come, but it did, said State Senate Budget Chair Ed Hooper. I can read, guys. The budget took 102 days to finalize, far longer than Florida's usual 60-day session, largely due to feuds between lawmakers and Governor DeSantis, especially after he called them into 3 special sessions earlier this year, including one on immigration that lacked clear direction. Despite tensions, the budget includes $50 million for Florida Job Growth Grant, $60 million for First Lady Casey DeSantis' cancer initiative, and $23 million for the Florida State Guard, a key piece of the governor's immigration enforcement plans. Quote, "The idea that the governor's priorities are being funded at a lower rate is wrong," said the House Budget Chair Lawrence McClure. But not all of DeSantis' asks made it through. Lawmakers denied $2 million for his Hope Florida program, which connects people in need to churches and nonprofits. They also fell short for his ask for Everglades funding, giving $500 million instead of $600 million, citing unspent funds from the past years. Elsewhere, the budget slashes more than 1,700 vacant state jobs, including over 1,000 from health agencies like the Department of Children and Families and the Department of Health. Teacher and school staff raises were trimmed to $100 million, down from $250 million in prior years. While families won't see property tax relief, the budget does deliver big wins for businesses, eliminating the business rent tax, saving Florida companies nearly $900 million a year. Tax cuts for families were narrowed to a permanent back-to-school sales tax holiday in August, and exemptions for select items like sunscreen, life jackets, and even NASCAR tickets. Democrats, like House Minority Leader Prentice Driscoll, voiced concerns that the leaner budget cuts too deep, especially if a recession or federal funding cuts hit the state. Quote, "The state should be prepared to help carry its people through that tough time, not looking for ways to cut funding," Driscoll said. Still, lawmakers argued the changes are a return to conservative fiscal values. "We have become accustomed to spending recurring dollars," said House Speaker Daniel Perez. "What we're trying to do is stop that from happening into the future." Governor DeSantis now has until the end of the month to issue line item vetoes, setting up a possible final showdown between the legislature and the governor as budget season comes to a close. Thoughts on budget?
All right. One of the things that affects us on the budget is the arts group. A lot of the groups that depend on some state funding, they got cut last year. It looks like they're going to get cut again. Last year, the local TDC was able to take some money out of reserve, but we drained the reserve last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the solution is for those groups. It's pretty minimum of what we'll be able to do for them this year. And we have TDC meeting this week or this today to talk about it. So it's one of those things where last year we kind of drained the bank and hoping that money would come back from the state, and it doesn't look like it's going to do. So there's going to be a lot of nonprofits that could be hurt by this budget.
Okay.
Nonprofits in the arts. So.
Okay. So it sounds like a call to people to get out there and fund the things.
Yeah, they need to be supporting the ones they care about. I mean, it's gonna fall back on, because where we took the money from last year, that reserve is drained.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough discussion today, I think.
Yeah. All right. Moving into